So I guess I'll start and introduce myself. Hi guys, so we are the Myriad System.
Hi, we're the Plurals system.
And we are a collective.
So we want to first give some disclaimer. This video is due to safety. It's about some very serious topics that can easily trigger people. We have done our best to plan and record this video in the safest way possible. In this video, we speak directly to your collective system. We address this video directly, but not limited to your protectors, persecutors, hosts, caregivers, and gatekeepers. We ask you to put your children into a safe place. And the same goes for vulnerable alters. Pause this video and close the door behind you for the next few minutes. We ask this for your own protection. This video only has an educational purpose on how to keep yourself safe during this and other difficult times of the year, but all precautionary measures should be taken for your collective system's safety.
This video is going to contain some possibly triggering, very difficult words. We try to avoid them as much as possible, but to bring a wider understanding, we will have to give an explanation on what we are actually talking about. Let's start with what RA stands for and what it means. If you already know what it means, you might want to consider skipping this part and go to the introduction part of the video. If you think you do know what it means, then maybe do watch this, but only you know what you are capable of handling at the moment. Please practice self-care while watching this video, and please pause or stop watching whenever you need.
So like you explained, we talk in this video a lot about RA and SRA, so I want to give an explanation of what that means, because there seems to be a little bit of misunderstanding for some people. So after that, we will all introduce ourselves a little bit more elaborate. But we give an extra trigger warning for this part of the video where we actually explain the terms with the real names. So if you don't want to hear that, please skip this part of the video or turn off the audio like I do on my own channel, and I will wave at you when I am done with this triggering part, and then we will start the introduction. So RA stands for ritual abuse. Some people seem to think it stands for religious abuse, but that is not the case. RA doesn't have to include anything religious or spiritual at all. So even if you know that is not a part of your past, that does not mean you might not have experienced RA. SRA falls under the umbrella of RA, and SRA stands for satanic ritual abuse, which means, just as it sounds like, it's a topic that has a lot of stigma and that is very hard to believe. Not just for people on the outside who haven't experienced it, but also for those who have experienced it. So for others to validate us, especially other DID survivors in the DID community, is very important for our SRA community and RA community, because we go hand in hand. We belong together. RA can be inside or outside of a church, and so can SRA. So it doesn't have to do anything with a church building or a church group. I want to specify that because some people seem to think it's always related to the church when it comes to RA, and a different type of church when it comes to SRA, which some people refer to as a cult. In this video, we will not refer to it as that. We will try to say group as much as possible, but if we do use the word, we will try to bleep it out for you. So SRA always includes a spiritual aspect. SRA can stand for satanic ritual abuse, but we can also say it stands for spiritual ritual abuse, because that is the basic essence of SRA, the spiritual part that is added on top of the ritual abuse. It can be as small as being told that bad people go to a certain place when they die, or it can be as elaborate as growing up in a group.
Okay, so I am the gatekeeper of the Myriad system. In our system, we have a past of SRA and RA. It was by our adopted family and was accepted by our relatives. We were able to escape 3 years ago and have been practicing self-care and acceptance ever since.
So I'm a protector in the stronghold system. Our system joined a group of people when we were 14 years old. We were groomed in there. We escaped 14 years ago, for which we are very grateful and also proud. that we have accomplished that, also to stay away for that long. And ever since, we've been reading and studying a lot to stay out and learn how to stay safe, and we are willing to share that information with you now.
We're a collective unit of a protector, a gatekeeper, and a caregiver. We were born into a family of 7 generations that I know of that were involved in inner circle group. I'm going to say that. And our past is almost exclusively SRA, although RA covers too, but been safe from our family of origin for over half our life now, and have no contact with them. And for us, that's the way to stay safe.
Same for us.
Okay, so now we're going to give you tips and tricks on how to keep yourself safe. First of all, if you do not have any protectors, gatekeepers, or caretakers, any of those roles, you can always assign them. And also, please find a safety person that you can contact in the outside world.
So my tip is to record a video or audio file for you and your system where you remind yourself where and when you are. And that you are safe in the here and now, which right now is 2018, but you might want to make a new video each year. You might want to name all the names of your altars to make them feel included and safe if you can. Some people have really large systems, so that might be a lot more difficult. You'll be spending an hour listening to names of all your altars before you get to the message. But if doable, that might be a nice thing. And else you can do what we did at the beginning of this video, where we said, hi, this video is directed at like the protectors and the caregivers inside, to like make sure everyone hears your message that you have for them to keep safe, and you can use it for a whole year.
Okay, so my tip is to make safety reminders and hang them all over in your house. These will be personal to each and every system. Hang it so you see it when you go to the bathroom in the morning. Hang it on the refrigerator. Hang it. And these are things that, again, like that video or recording of your own voices, reminding you of safety. These are things that are going to say, it's 2018, we've been safe for X amount of years. It's safe now. This is the here and now, not there and then. Just whatever is pertinent to your system that's going to help them to know it's safe if somebody wakes up who's not used to being.
Okay, so my next tip would be to make or check up on your safety plan and medication if needed. And if you do not know what a safety plan is, you can check out the previous video. It will be in the comments, and there's a great description on what a safety plan is.
Next, we're going to talk about training your grounding skills muscles every day. And there's also a link for this with a whole bunch of different grounding skills to work on in the comments. The thing about doing this every day when you're not in crisis is that it then becomes almost muscle memory. It becomes second nature, so that when and if something gets triggered, someone gets triggered, your grounding skills are something you don't have to go and look up in a book or in your notebook or on a card you carry. It's something that's already retraining you to get grounded to here and now.
So what we want to say in this video, or what we want to request for your own safety, is that you stop looking into research right now. We are making this video, and it's going to be on the internet for a very long time. But we're making this video for a specific reason, because right now in our community we see a lot of people reaching out for help. They need help right now. That is why we're making this video right now, because it's a very difficult, dangerous time of the year for many of us, and people started to go out on the internet to look for information. So what is important to realize is that your truth is only inside of you. Every group, every abuse, and every abuser has their own techniques, their own dates, their own ways of doing things. And it can be very invalidating to read something and you go like, oh, that's me, that's me, that's me. And then they write something and you're like, hey, that didn't happen. And then you invalidate the whole thing, whether it's subconsciously or not. And that can be very painful to the alters that actually carry the memory, because often with RA and SRA, the memories are divided between many, many different alters. So you might only know a piece of the memory and think you know the whole thing because it's already so overwhelming and big. So we ask people to stop looking for information on Google. We have provided a link with resources that are safe to watch, as in it is, safe material. There are no hidden triggers in there. There is nothing, on purpose in there to trigger you. But it's still a very triggering subject. So right now, all of us who are in this call as admins of Alternation, think and believe that this right now is not the right time to look into this, and that it's better to wait until the end of this month, when all of this is over and we've all calmed down a little, to look for more detailed information outside of you.
And so the next part of it is that we want to share with you is stop looking for information from the inside world right now. Because it is such a dangerous time, now is not the time to be looking for new memories or information from inside. If your system felt you were ready for it, you would know it. The only acceptable thing, in our opinion, is to rescue alters that are stuck in a place or a time. To do this, you need to work together with the protectors and your entire system.
Another point that we wish to share is be careful what you share online. We all did not name our individual names in this video on purpose. It is to keep us safe, but it is also to keep you and your system safe, which is why we have turned the comment section off on this video, because safety is the most important thing. Safety is one of the reasons why we're making this video or addressing this topic, because we want everyone to be as safe as they can be around this time.
We will make more educational content in the future. We hope to work together more, make more collaborations with the three of us, and possibly also with some other people who want to collaborate with us. So we're really looking forward to that. That is why we have started an Alternation YouTube channel. It's called Alternation Information, and it's a YouTube channel that will only contain educational videos with actual tools for your toolbox that you can use in your day-to-day life. All links in the description are safe, like I've stated before, but they can still be very triggering. So please use self-care, please don't overdo it, and please, if you can, wait for the next 2 weeks. I think it's 2 more weeks for us when we record this. Maybe when you watch this, it's a completely different time. This makes no sense to you, but we are recording this at a very sensitive, difficult time of the year. Our website, powertotheplurals.com, has a new resource page that contains many, many links to safe information, articles, studies, etc. Please only read them after you've made a crisis or safety plan that we have shown in the previous video. Please use self-care and don't overdo it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We hope to see you for the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell if you want a notification for our next video. Bye!
Thank you for joining us, and we are so happy to be a part of this channel. We wish you all the best of luck. Bye!
We'll see you next time. Well, okay, you'll hear me next time. We wish to thank for being here, for watching this, and for respecting yourselves and taking as good of care as you can. Thanks to everybody from everybody.
Good luck, everyone. Be safe, and please know that our group is open for you if you need help.
You know what you're doing.
Well, that's debatable. This was like number 142 on my list of video topics, not like 117. So we're not there yet, but okay.